What kind of disrespect are you showing the Duchess? Are you really saying that as a joke? For you to say poison. Disrespect? The only person being disrespectful here is you. Who do you think I am? From the start, he's been giving me that murderous look that's affecting only me. For a mere C-rank kid to be able to control murderous intent like that. What do you think, Aunt? I just said that as a joke, but given Sir Chiffon's reaction, it seems that it wasn't one. By any chance, did you really put poison in the food? Why, you bastard! Insulting a noble is punishable by immediate execution according to the Empire's laws. I can't just keep watching this go on even if you're of my lord's bloodline. You dare raise your sword against me? I also cannot just overlook the Ponderosa, and what has happened here either. This is the aura of a C-rank. The actual feeling of this is at least B-rank. His growth speed is that of a monster. And to add to that, he has an artifact that has built-in spatial magic as well. I've already raised my sword, so I cannot fall back. No one can know how much he'll grow if he is left alone. It's better to get rid of him here. What are you all doing here right now? Evergrande greets Prince Caesar. What's wrong? A letter has been sent from the Agnes Duchy. It seems like he's finally made his decision. By chance, have you also checked the contents of the letter? I thought that would be rude, so I brought this over as soon as the letter arrived at the palace. Then, do you think he accepted my offer? I believe that he will. The Royal Order of Knights is what all the knights in the Empire dream of joining. As long as he is not an idiot, he will not decline an offer like that himself. I wonder. Ha ha ha, ha ha ha. Prince. Ha ha ha. Joshua. Who knows how much he'll grow if I leave him like this? I'd rather just kill him here. What the hell are you doing? Duke. I asked you what you are doing, Chiffon. That's. I called Lucia and that boy here. I heard that you were bringing them to the capital with you. So I thought I'd have a meal with them before they go. How long are you planning on staying like that? Joshua, since we'll be heading out early tomorrow, go rest for today. Let's go, mother. Oh, okay. Why are you being like this all of a sudden? Did you get attached to him? It's not even funny. Do you resent me? Yes, I do. What part of me do you resent? You must know that already, because I'm suddenly giving Joshua attention. Don't be so affectionate toward that lowly commoner in front of me. Did you marry me just to do this? You never had any interest in me from the start. All you cared about was the family. I have no right to complain since I married you not because I loved you, but because it was an arranged marriage, as I was born as royalty. However, I won't just sit still if Babel becomes victimized because of that child. Just like how the family means everything to you, Babel is my everything. As one of the greatest nobles in the empire, if you know basic courtesy, I thought you would make the right choice. Basic courtesy. Does someone who knows courtesy do something like this? What are you talking about? Could it be? You thought I didn't know? There's no doubt. He already knew everything. She must have been sad. What in the world happened? I'm so flustered. Why didn't you tell me? That's. Whether it be before or after my regression, I'm still making my mother worry. Young Lord Joshua, it's Cain. How was your meal? Did you already know? You weren't in your room, so I asked a butler. He said that you went to enjoy a feast. Ha, the butler was in on it too. Well, she tried to poison me, so she must have prepared thoroughly. Really, there isn't a place in this estate that Vanessa can't reach. I heard that you will be heading to the capital tomorrow. Personally, I think that it's a wise choice. The academy will allow you to grow safely. More importantly, if you're with the Duke, then you'll get chances to learn from him. What? Did you come here just to say that? I actually have a favor to ask of you. What is it? I was serious about what I said before. Will you give me the honor of serving you as my liege? It's definitely beneficial to have many skilled underlings, but before that, I have to do something. Do you know what kind of path I'll be walking down? You've come to the wrong place if you are planning on playing knights. The path that I'll be walking is a bloody one filled with criticism. Do you still want to follow me? I will only believe and follow my liege, even if it's a road filled with blood. This is a choice that only happens once. I will bet my life as a knight on you, young Lord Joshua. Will you give me this honorable chance? Of course. Everyone, stand up. The next morning. Draw your sword. Will you be all right? I'm fine. Even though it's a fallen noble house, shouldn't you need more servants? Things will get difficult with only one attending knight. Have you forgotten how I've lived until now? One person is already too many. I see. Then, follow me. To the Duke. Please wait. Cheryl. Please forgive me for showing my face in this place. I thought that it would not be courteous to greet you before you go. Yes, I couldn't see you anywhere when Poncel and Iselin departed, but it looks like you're all right now. I've gotten much better thanks to you. Please forgive me for worrying you. Is it just me, or has our tomboyish young lady suddenly changed? As someone who doesn't have a daughter, I liked how you were originally, so it's a little disappointing. Then, should I act like how I was before, a Jussi? Ha ha ha. Yes, that's the Cheryl I know. Are you planning on coming to the capital with us? Isn't your father also in Akardi at the moment? I appreciate your consideration, but that will be difficult. I promised that I would visit Cox's family. Young lady, you don't have to keep such a promise. It's not a promise with you. It's a promise with your dear partner, Anauni. Anyway. Young Lord Joshua. I have something to tell you. What is this reckless girl up to now? Please don't be so nervous. I have something to give you. What? This is the symbol of our family. Please visit our family once you reach Akardi. What? Why, young lady? You can't just give that to people so easily. What's the meaning of this? You can just think of this as an invitation letter. If you happen to visit Akardi, then please visit us. Why would Princess Cheryl give such a precious item to Lord Joshua? Could it be that she's interested in him? That's ridiculous. Isn't Princess Cheryl already interested in Lord Babel? What's so important about that? It's not like they're engaged, so what's happening now is all right. Oh. Is that like Princess Cheryl's love letter to Lord Joshua? No knight can resist that. This isn't good. If I reject her in front of knights who think highly of ladies, more attention would be on me when the rumors spread. It might take at least 5 years until I become as strong as I was previously. If that happens, it'd be pointless to hide my identity. Are you thinking of humiliating me? I just intended this to be an apology for my previous rudeness. She's crying. Looks like she came determined today. All right. I get you. Looks like we have a long way ahead of us. Let's depart quickly. Cheryl, I can go visit you as well, right? Of course, a Jussi. No, I mean, Duke Agnes. We welcome you. I guess I'll have to get the bellow that's produced in the Heart Kingdom, since your father is known to love alcohol. Ha ha ha. Alright then, Cheryl and Cox. See you next time. Duke Agnes, see you next time. Salute our goodbyes. Yes, sir. Raise your arms. You might not know it yet. What it means for a daughter of a noble family to give that symbol to you. The Great Imperial Palace of Avalon Empire, Kaltika Palace. If they are fast, Duke Arden von Agnes and his second son, Joshua von Agnes, would reach the capital within 3 days. And previously, when Prince Kaiser proposed for Joshua von Agnes to join the Imperial Knight Order, his proposal was said to have been rejected. He refused to join the Imperial Knight Order, which is the strongest in the Empire, no, the whole of Earth. Moreover, he's not even the eldest son in his family. He's just the second son and also the son of a concubine. He threw away an opportunity to increase his status. He can't be thinking that he's more than capable of taking over the Agnes family by himself or something like that, right? I don't think that's the case. You don't think so? Yes, based on the letter that Joshua von Agnes sent to Prince Kaiser. He said, I don't need anything like a prince's recommendation. I will obey the laws of our empire and follow the will of our emperor. He'll follow my will. Doesn't that mean that he'll be trying to make it into the Imperial Knight Order through his own strength? That he'll defeat our Imperial Knights, who are the pride of our empire. That's something to look forward to. For days later, Agnes family's private mansion in the capital, Akardi. This is the residence that we've prepared for you, Duke Agnes. You may reside in this place for the time being. Wow, is it okay for us to stay at a place like this? Yes, of course. This place hasn't changed a bit even though so much time has passed. You know this place? Yes, because I spent my childhood in Akardi. I've been here once when I was following Duke Agnes. Was he so close to my father that my father would bring him here alone? I acknowledge that Cain is capable, but that's all there is to him. I didn't hear of the name, Knight Cain, in my previous life. Either he was unable to surpass his own limits, or he disappeared along with the downfall of the Agnes family. In any case, now that I've taken him in, I've got no intentions of letting him fail. That is the reward I'll give you for your loyalty. Well, it was just that one time. He brought me here because he wanted to see what I was capable of. As you saw earlier, there are a lot of people around where the Duke would be staying. This place would be better for us if we want to train in peace. It's just as Cain said. This is a place where we can train in peace without caring about onlookers. Joshua, let's go in and take a look around the place quickly. Yes, Mother. On the other hand, since there aren't many people around, the security will also be the worst. Excluding Cain, who's a knight, the rest of them are just the servants that Mother took in. It'd be hard for Cain to protect Mother alone in the scenario that there's an ambush. I can't always stay around this place either. In that case, wow, it's huge inside as well. Cain, I need to go somewhere for a short while. Are you leaving now? Isn't it your first time in the capital? You might lose your way if you're not careful. It's all right. More importantly, please take care of my mother. Understood. Well, he's probably just going to take a look at the surroundings. Capital, Akardi's downtown area. This place was the same even dozens of years ago. I'm curious about how the people in the store will look at me. It seems like you're lost, little one. I'll take you back to wherever you came from. I came to find a red coin buried deep in the Rolf River. Please follow me. I will guide you. Looks like I've come to the right place. What I need right now is information. I need an informant that will retrace the past that I've experienced. Informants need to fool people's gazes and gather large amounts of high-quality information in secret. In that sense, this person in front of me meets those optimal conditions. Most people wouldn't pay any mind to such a normal-looking face. Ryan, I'll leave the counter to you. They must be curious as to why such a young child came to this place, but they're following the rules of an informant pretty well. This way. This must be the driving force of maintaining the best state of their industry. It's me. They secure themselves to this much, it seems that I have no need to worry. Indeed, trust is this industry's lifeline. I won't have to worry about a leak even if I told them that I'd give them a dragon heart. It's dark, so please be careful. You've come. It's a guest. Ah, yes. Is he in a higher position than I thought? Even if there are regulations in the inner works, they're being so polite to him even in this secret passageway. As expected, you can't judge a book by its cover. We've arrived. Over here. Sigh, another door. This is the last one. Please follow me inside the third room. Please have a seat. They must be giving out information through this hole. So, what information do you need? Do you directly sell information as well? It's quite hilarious how a branch manager is here directly when I'm receiving mere third-rate information. Do you not have enough personnel these days? You must know a lot about our organization. However, how are you so certain that I am the branch manager? The basics of an information organization is security maintenance. To fulfill those basics, the members of the organization thoroughly hide the hierarchy between them. Even among members of the same branch, they don't know the true identity of each other. That is the essence of a truly secret organization. The characteristic of these organizations is that the main office fully regulates and maintains each branch. Regular members have no knowledge of the identity nor even the existence of a branch manager. From the walk here, I observed how people acted around you and how you answered my questions. I just came to my own conclusions after putting all those together. I expected the rumors to be exaggerated, but now that I see with my own eyes, it looks like they've been downplayed instead. The second son of the Agnes family, young Lord Joshua. It seems like you know me. You're currently the most talked about person in the entire continent. It would be telling of our skill if we didn't know you. To think you would find out my identity in an instant, even after Duke Agnes worked so hard to hide it, their skill at information gathering is trustworthy, but on the other hand, it would mean that my information could be sold at any time. From your expression, I understand what you're thinking about, but only a few of my subordinates and I know who you are, so there is no need to worry. I was late in introducing myself. I am Zero, the one who was given charge of the Akardi branch of the Moon Door. May I ask you for the reason behind your visit to our organization? Before that, I'll ask you a question. Did you guide me to the third-grade room because only third-grade information is available to me at this time? Normally, that would be the case. However, I will provide you with first-grade information, the highest I can provide at my level. What's the reason for you giving out such valuable information to someone you just met? This much is nothing if I can make a connection with you, young Lord Joshua. This may only be an investment for the future, but nothing is free in this world. He will ask for something in return for the first-grade information. Since you use the name Zero, I thought you might be able to provide me high-grade info, but I guess I was wrong. How in the world do you know that? I thought the Moon Door didn't try to pry information out of their customers. Was I wrong? I apologize. Please tell me what information you need. I'm looking for something. I want to know where the heirloom of the Orvis Count family, which was wiped out several decades ago, is. The Orvis family, most of their assets have already entered the black market, so if we backtrack from there, how long will it take? 1 week is plenty. Is there anything else you need? Though it will be a while until anyone gets information about me, nothing is guaranteed. Since the issue is that sensitive, it'll get problematic if someone finds out that I'm digging up information behind their back. Then it would be good to place some bait for them to chomp down on, letting me kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Alright, let's do this. As the one who finds the red coin buried somewhere in the Rolf River is blessed by the moon, the one who brings the symbol will earn the moon door. How do you dash? That is a legend only passed down to a select few within our organization. Who in the world are you? If you accept my conditions, I will find that symbol for you in 3 years. How about it? Will you try investing in me for real? The symbol is no longer necessary since the succession battle of the moon door finished a year ago, but it is still a symbolic item that our organization worked hard to find for decades. Moreover, that person still desires to find it. Please let me hear your conditions first. I will decide after that. Very well. The condition is simple. Don't leak my information to anyone. Also, tell me everything you know about Draxia Bel Grace. Are you talking about the war god, Draxia Bel Grace? How about it, am I worth investing in now? 2 months have passed since I made contact with Zero of the Moon Door. While Joshua was training to regain his former strength. He was also working hard to move Lucia to the other estate that Duke Agnes owns. It was much better to protect her from intruders there compared to in this remote place. Of course, Lucia didn't want to be separated from Joshua. But after Joshua stubbornly persuaded her, saying that there are no parents that win against their children, Lucia was moved to the other estate in the end. The food of the Imperial Palace's chef. And then, a week before the admission into the academy. Young Lord Joshua, do you have something on your mind? You've been looking anxious lately. Is that so? They said a week was enough, but there hasn't been any word from them for over 2 months. I have to enter the academy soon, this will have a huge impact on my plans. It's been a while, young lord. Have you been well? You finally showed yourself. The people involved in the matter were a bit. You're Sir Kane. You're hurting me with your glare. I know this person. It's all right, Kane. Yes, young lord. So, how did it go? Of course, I've accomplished it with perfection. Although, it passed through many people's hands, so it took a while to track it down. This is where it is. And the commission fee? It's on the house, since it's nothing compared to the other matter that you commissioned. It may be an heirloom, but it's just an ordinary item in our eyes. It would be a different story if it had some special powers though. Stop trying to pry. Was it that obvious? Well, anyway, regarding your other request, there's nothing special to report. I will visit you from time to time to report on the matter. Oh, right, I will charge for the remaining commission all at once at a later time. This is also a service, since our organization asks to be paid in advance for all our commissions. A service, he must want to ask for something in return once he's able to gain more profit at a later time. Then, I will take my leave here. The Orvis Count family. Just a few decades ago, they were a renowned magician family on par with the Rebrica family in the Avalon Empire. Long ago, the Orvis family members were the only ones who were not treated with contempt just because they were magicians of Avalon. The family head of the Orvis family defeated knights who were on the verge of master rank with ease and was the first person to introduce the concept of a battle mage on the continent because of this. This incident did not receive much of a response from the country of knights, Avalon. But it received an explosive reaction from the country of magic, Terra. It was to the point that the king of Terra directly tried to bring the family head of Orvis to his country. And then, several decades ago, that radiant Orvis family fell into ruin in an instant by the hands of their own country's imperial family. From looking at the records, Avalon's imperial family may be purposefully purging their own nobles. Baron Accent. Are you talking about the great merchant of the night, Baron Accent Provalum? Do you know him? A little. He is very famous in the underworld. He is influential enough that all items that end up in the black market pass through him at least once. He is also the brother of Viscount Beeg. Viscount Beeg's brother. Young Lord Joshua. It's been a long time, young Lord Joshua. Count Rebrica. The higher a noble you are, the closer your estate is to the imperial palace. Therefore, the location of your estate signifies your status as a noble. However, this remote estate is excessively large and fancy. Even though it is in a remote area, the fact that one can have such a large estate in Akardi, the capital of the empire which consists of unimaginably expensive land, shows just how much money one possesses regardless of their status. He is one of the three influential figures of the underworld hidden deep in Akardi, Baron Provalum. What brings you to our humble estate without notice? Young Lord Varentian Villas. The deadline for our promise has already passed, Provalum. The deadline for our promise has already passed, Provalum. Ah, that's. Young Lord, as you already know, elves are so rare that we won't be able to get them so easily. If you give us more time. I believe I left this matter in your hands because I didn't want to hear excuses like this. I have no excuse, young lord. 1 week should be enough, right? Oh, of course, young lord. I will definitely have them ready this time. Of course, you should. However, if you still fail to get the elves by then, you won't be able to enjoy as many things in the capital anymore. I will keep that in mind. Sigh, my lifespan shortens every time I meet with him. Please take a deep breath, Baron. Here's some water. But is a week really enough time? Recently, the elves. We need to make it possible. If we don't, everything that I've built up will come crumbling down, as he said. He is the only son of Marquis Villas, an influential figure of the military who has the current emperor's complete trust, Varentian Villas. He'll definitely make it happen. Young Lord Varen, do you think Baron Provalum will really be able to get the elves in 1 week? Who knows? It'll probably be difficult. Huh. Then why? I have a different reason for giving him a 1-week deadline. What do you think the most important thing a king needs for ruling over the masses? That's a carrot and a whip. Of course, feeding the masses is important, however, will a satisfied person continue to eat what's given to him? That must be why you need the whip. That's right. Intimidation is the most important thing a king needs for handling the masses. It's like a magic spell that can make anyone submit, whether they be starving and full of spite or people whose stomachs are about to burst. Ah, then if Baron Provalum doesn't procure the elves within the given time, I'll have to trample on him. Of course, when he reaches the limit of his fear. And then, he'll become even more obedient after I show him some mercy. As expected of young Lord Varen. You've already completely seen through everything about Baron Provalum. In any case, I'm disappointed. I was looking forward to today. Well, since we're still outside after so long, let's go have a meal or something. I understand, young lord. Hey, take us to a good restaurant. Yes, I understand. The food of the Imperial Palace's chef. It's been a while, Count Rebrica. To think I'd meet you here. It's so nice to see you again. Was I a nuisance for needlessly calling out to you too? Of course not. It's nice to see you as well. The Poncel Jean Rebrica I know was an ignoble noble, of course, in a good way. Count Rebrica, who was born with a weak body and a weak-looking appearance, was a weak-willed man as his appearance suggested. He couldn't tell people things that they didn't like to hear, even if it cost him something, and spoke in a formal manner to everyone, even commoners. For a high-ranking noble like a count, is that him? The one who grovels to commoners? Yeah. Geez, why does he live like that? TSK. His actions were met with contempt and ridicule by the other nobles. However, Count Rebrica didn't falter. Even so, he took great care of his family, and though not among other nobles, he is the most respected noble among the commoners. That is who Count Poncel Jean Rebrica is. It's been a while, young lord. I thought I saw an uncommon hair color, and as I thought, it was you. Was this kid this talkative? Young Lord Joshua. What? There are still people here at this time. I will take measures so that you can eat comfortably. Wait. Ho, was there such a beautiful lady in Accardi? Is this your first time in Accardi? Which family are you from? He is the son of the Villas Marquis family, Varentian Villas. Show some courtesy. Marquis Villas? Why is the son of one of the most influential among the 12 families in the empire at a restaurant like this? I apologize for the discourtesy. It is an honor to meet the son of the famous Villas Marquis family, and you are. I am the head of the Rebrica family, Poncel Jean Rebrica. Yes, he's Count Rebrica. That's. I'm not looking for an apology from you, Count Rebrica. I don't know how you've been educating your daughter, but she lacks courtesy. I cannot bear this insult. I must get an apology from her. How is she supposed to show courtesy when they've never been acquainted and in an informal area? Why is he so unreasonable? He's only asserting his authority while borrowing his family's reputation. Count Rebrica should be the one who's insulted. Young lord, my daughter, it looks like you still don't know what you did wrong. That's. Show some courtesy immediately. Stop messing around. What? Marquis Villas must have lots of concerns as well, with his only son being such a simpleton. Why you, what the hell did you say, you brat? How dare you? You're asking to be killed. Reveal your identity. You pulled out your sword. If you've been trained with the sword, you must know the weight behind your actions. What? What the hell are you talking about? You must take responsibility for your actions. Intent, killing intent. Is this the killing intent of that child? Mucker, what are you doing? Teach that child a lesson. Young lord, that's. You asked who I am. My name is, Ash. Ash Ven Frederick. Ash, Ven. Frederick. There's no need to keep saying it like that, since I'll engrave it into your memory, starting now. Lock Castle. It's been a while, Lady Anna. It really has, Juan. You're earlier than I expected. I hurried a little since it was an emergency summon. Is there something wrong? There was a bit of an abnormality. A monster appeared in the Agnes Duchy. A monster? Are you talking about Babel? As expected, the rumors haven't reached your region yet. Duke Agnes had another son. Moreover, he's a monster whose abilities far exceed Babel's. Really? A child whose abilities exceed Babel's, the genius of geniuses. Don't lash out at me like this. Duke Agnes was going to spread the rumors to raise his family's name, and you were going to hear of it sooner or later. Such rumors can gather and become a special power in these peaceful times. That is true. The world says it's at peace, but each country is currently like a volcano on the verge of erupting. The majority of the countries, after continuing to accumulate their power over a long period of time, have become saturated in power. For the ordinary citizens, it must be good, since they believe their country is strong. But reality is different. Accumulation of power must also burst out. What would people in power with strong soldiers think to do? That is, war. The importance of talents called masters participating in a war is crucial. No country would wage war without a chance of victory. Therefore, every country must rely on information. In the end, information will be what stops war from happening. I understand what Lady Anna is thinking. However, it's not good for us if he's another son of Duke Agnes. One misstep and our decades-long plan could go up in flames. Don't worry. I have a plan. I'm going to enroll in the academy in the capital of Avalon. The academy, then Duke Agnes. It'll be all right for now. Trust me. I swear upon my name of Annabelle Grace that I'll bring Joshua to our side. The Frederick family, never heard of it before. Is it some countryside family? Is it really that important? I guess not, since it'll disappear soon enough. How dare the likes of you meddle in my business? I'll let you experience the price of your pointless bravado. Kneel. If you ask for forgiveness, I'll let you off with one severed limb. Bullshit. What? Mucker. How much more humiliation must I endure? Make him kneel in front of me this instant. By your order. I was a bit surprised by his overwhelming killing intent, but he's just a 10-year-old child. It's unfortunate, but you were a dead man the moment you defied the Villas family. I'll deal with you quickly, with one blow. Coup, hook, cuck. M. Mucker. He defeated Mucker, a B-rank knight, with his fists. It's possible for him to take down a knight who uses mana with just his fists. Moreover, by such a child. How shall I deal with you? You dare to. I don't plan to forgive you, even if you beg. Children like you deserve a beating. What is your identity? Who are you? I told you. It's Ash Van Frederick. Don't lie. I've never even heard of the Frederick family. Do you know how heavy the crime of posing as a noble is? I am the successor of the Villas Marquis family, one of the 12 families supporting the empire, Varantian Villas. The likes of your family. Quack. Hey, I'm not done yet. This is only the beginning. Get up. Where has your high and mighty attitude gone now? You can't fall asleep yet. Wake up. Young lord, please stop. We have shown you great disrespect. Please give us your mercy just this once. I can't understand it using common sense, but he enveloped his fist with mana. Then he's at least an A-rank master. Such a child, he may be in a special family unknown to the world. Young Lord Varan may be in trouble at this rate. I told you. If a knight pulls out his sword, he must take responsibility for that action. I am not generous enough to give my enemies mercy. Is he really trying to put an end to this? Please give us your mercy just this one time. I will offer you my arm if you want. I've failed as a knight for failing to protect my liege. So I do not mind if I cannot hold a sword any longer. Please, at least forgive young Lord Varan. Please let this go, just this once. Young Lord. All to protect his liege, the knight threw everything away. It reminds me of that guy from my past life. An idiot who would dedicate his everything for my sake. I've told you this before, but I'm not generous enough to give mercy to my enemies. I'm going to stay in the capital. Tell him to come find me if he wants his family's ring back when he wakes up. If he doesn't, I'll just sell it on the black market. I've always thought this, but you're too temperamental. Don't follow my example. What's wrong with that? Don't I need charisma as well? Ha, do you want to be excommunicated already? No matter how many times I see him, he's amazing. What is it, Iselin? Iselin. Sir Mucker, I'll guide you to the nearest clinic. Look at what that bastard did to my face. Mucker. Bring that bastard to me right now, no matter what it takes. With my power. What? You useless insect. You can't even win against a 10-year-old child. Severe punishment will be awaiting you as soon as we return. Return to the estate and find out about the Frederick family. I'll find his parents, his siblings, and his servants, and I swear I'll cut their throats in front of him. That is impossible, we have no justification. What? Justification? I, the heir to the villa's Marquis family, was humiliated to this extent. And you say there is no justification? No one will believe that we were done in by a child barely 10 years old. Even if anyone does believe it, the family's reputation will fall to rock bottom. Possibly to the extent where society's views on our family could change. Shut up. You just do as I say. What's so important about that? It is important, young lord. For nobles, honor is sometimes more important than even their own lives. Honor is no different from the entire family itself. Are you lecturing me right now? Even if my liege doesn't care about it, if Marquis Villas hears of this incident, it will not end with just some simple punishment. We can just erase the evidence before any rumors spread, like we've always done. We'll kill everyone who was there. You're not going to say you're scared of the Rebrica family, are you? Actually, young lord, there is evidence. Ash Van Frederick took the token of our family. What are you talking about? I have the token right here. Gasp. It's gone. I don't have my ring. He said that you should come find him if you want it back. Aside from it being evidence, it's significant that the token of a family is in someone else's hands. He probably didn't think of it that far, but if so, we can't be hostile towards him. Currently, there is much more cost than benefit to our situation. How about you quell your anger for now and continue to observe the situation? You're not saying I should go find him and apologize. He did say for you to come, but I will try sending a substitute first. A substitute? Are you sure young Lord Varen will come find you? He probably won't do it himself. Since I have his precious item, he can't just not come see me. He'll probably send a substitute. Someone of a high enough status but with no risk of any information being leaked. And that is? There was a rumor in Accardi. The one who manages the Knight of Accardi is Accent Provalum, but the one who rules the Knight is the young master of the Villas family. Wow, I thought he just made an enemy of the Villas family, one of the 12 families, due to an emotional outburst. But to think it was part of his plan toward a greater objective. He might become someone above my expectations. Thank you very much for your help, Lady Iselin. There's no need to be that thankful. I didn't do it specifically to help you. However, not only myself, but our entire family may have fallen into a difficult situation, but thanks to your help, we were able to avoid it. I would like to thank you again. Considering she's a future grand sorceress of the continent, her personality is very different. How did such a gentle person become a slaughterer who didn't shed tears nor blood? At the end of the narrow precipice, she was like an ice flower that would exude beauty even in severe cold. The Grand Sorceress of Ice, Iselin. I thought that name suited her quite well back then. If the young lord ever gets into trouble because of this incident, we will be the ones to assist you at that time. If we testify as people who were at the scene, then even the imperial family. That's a needless worry. However, if you're really concerned, I'd like you to do me a favor in the future. Anything for you. Joshua von Agnes. He knew that I was watching. I'm confident that my stealth won't be found out even by a master. From his skills, I can tell his information is not false. I have to change my plan. I thought he was just trying to exploit us by using the information regarding the moon door he picked up by luck somewhere. If he really knows. I wonder what the master's judgment will be. Well, I just need to follow whatever he decides. My back hurts after carrying a grown man. Let's go home, Iselin. Yes. Count Rebrica. Looks like this is the right place. You're faster than I expected, Baron Accent Provalum. It's nice to meet you. My name is Accent Provalum. It is an honor to meet the son of the Frederick family. Could it really be, to this child? Though Provalum is of the lowest ranked baron, he has power close to that of a high-ranking noble. How rushed is he to show such courtesy to the son of a noble family in the countryside? As young Lord Varen's substitute, I have something to say to Lord Ash. The item you have is a precious treasure of the villa's family. Could you please return it to my master? I believe I told him to come himself if he wants it back. Go tell him that again. If he doesn't come, I'll just melt it. This brat. Can anything else be done about this? Young Lord Varen needs his rest right now. He hasn't even. He's weaker than I expected. Well, all right. Bring that knight, Mucker, who was next to Varen. That means. We'll talk again once you bring him. Also. What goes around, comes around, right? Since I accepted your request, you must accept one of mine. What request would that be? The rings on your hand look quite expensive. Hand them over. My liege, you're a demon. How can you extort such a treasure without a single change in your expression? I didn't extort it, it was a fair trade. Isn't it only right to get something equal in return for giving Provalum a chance? But why did you want Provalum's ring? This is, the treasure of the Orvis family, named the Elf's Tears. Elves, with their beautiful appearance, were a fascinating race to humans. For that reason alone, the humans began to hunt elves, and many elves lost their homes and died due to it. After that, humans became subjects of animosity for the elves. In the end, to protect themselves and their homes, all the elves gathered in the forest located at the southern end of the continent, which ultimately became known as the Forest of the Elves. Then, to never allow humans to find them again, the High Elves formed a barrier throughout the forest by combining their strengths. However, even for High Elves with extraordinary magical talent, it was difficult to maintain the barrier on the entire forest, and it resulted in the deaths of all the High Elves. Except for one. All the elves gathered around the last high elf. The humans considered him as the king of the elves, and named him Elunbus. After several centuries, the only person who knew the location of the forest of the elves was the one who was good friends with the fifth generation Elunbus and disappeared along with the fall of his family decades ago. The last family head of the Orvis family, Zerath Dick Orvis. Society says he's missing, but I'm sure someone killed him whilst trying to get information on the forest of the elves. If you consider that the location of the forest hasn't been revealed until now, Zerath Dick Orvis, until his dying breath, did not reveal anything about the forest of the elves. The fifth generation Elunbus, who heard the news too late, showed herself to the continent to confirm it with her own eyes. She found the last disciple of Zerath Dick Orvis, who had fallen to a servant of another noble family, and shed tears as she held her hands and apologized. The drops of tears seeped into the family treasure. It later became known to the world as the elf's tears. However, unfortunately, the last descendant of Orvis was said to have passed away due to an illness. Truly a nasty and ruthless fate of one family. This ring born through that fate is said to hold special power. Though it won't be. My liege. What are you thinking so hard about? What? We've arrived at the mansion. My liege. Are you not coming inside? Cain, can I ask you for a favor? Yes, anything for the young lord. This is for me, but also for you as well. I need subordinates whom I can leave my back to. I have no use for people who fall before me on the battlefield. I'll be enrolling into the academy soon, so leave here and head to where the Duke is. Are you telling me, to become Lady Lucia's guardian knight? But if I do that, things will become difficult for you, my liege. You'll be the son of a noble family without a single attending knight. Moreover, a low-class countryside noble without much information on where it even is. You'll obviously be ignored and stared at with disdain, and many annoying things will happen to you. Considering your personality, I'm sure you won't be able to endure everything that will happen to you. You'll need me to prevent things like that from happening. Moreover, Varentian Villas is also a student of the academy. I assume that he'll go after my liege again. Don't worry. I'm really thinking about spending my days quietly. I don't know if you'll believe me, but I'm an expert in enduring alone. Also, I was going to ask for something else. Learn the way of the sword from the Duke for me. This is not my order to you as your liege, but a request. A request I would very much like for you to take. To think you would bow his head without restraint for a request like this, he must have asked Duke Agnes for me. Please raise your head. I do not want to see the person I serve bowing his head to anyone, including me. Very well. I'll accept your request. However, shouldn't what goes around, come around? I'd like to request something of you, as well. Alright, let's hear it. Please make it so that I won't ever have to bow my head to anyone other than you. Of course. I will make it so that you won't ever have to bow your head to anyone other than myself. I swear it upon my name. Then, I will be in your care from now on, my liege. At the center of the vast Igrant continent, Terra Hubaltran Swallow surrounded by three superpowers, Avalon, there is an ivory tower so high that it could pierce the skies. It is the sanctuary as well as the pride of the magicians. The Magic Tower. Red Flame Seat, Thunderbolt Seat, and the Void Seat. Why are there 3 empty seats? Magic Tower Master Lon Dun Pere, the first ever 7th class magician, the head of the 7 magicians. As you already know, Red Flame and Void don't like to stay in one place. As for Thunderbolt, I believe that he left for an important matter on the case that he's working on. Marcus, 7 Magicians Earth Seat. Then we will begin the 27th regular meeting without them. Important matters aside, we can't just keep putting off the meeting. The main topic of this meeting is the primordial stone. Getting straight to the point, I see. It's not like you, Elder. Theta, 7 Magician Storm Seat. Be mindful of your manners, Storm. We're in a meeting. I'm surprised you even showed up. I usually don't ever even see a trace of you. Well, as the Elder, no, as the Magic Tower Master said, this is an important matter. Moreover, is it true that someone took magma? Not only magma, but Bronto has disappeared as well. Even Bronto? That's the first I'm hearing of it. Only the Magic Tower knows information about the primordial stones. They may have taken it without knowing what they are. But if that's not the case, it is a serious problem. Alicia, 7 Magician's Ice Seat. It is exactly as you say. I have a pretty good idea of who has taken magma, but I have no idea where Bronto could be. Now I get why Mr. Thunderbolt would drop everything and run off. It's not like there's absolutely no information about it. I'm not sure whether it's related to Bronto or not, but there is unusual information about something near the area. Near the area where Bronto appeared, I heard that a magic swordsman has appeared. What? A magic swordsman? Could it be that he has appeared? Unfortunately, no. The magic swordsman that appeared this time, I hear he's a child who's only turned 9 this year. What? 9. All of you, quiet. It's not concrete. Did you say Bronto was found in the Avalon Empire? Yes. Since Thunderbolt went there. Marcus, pay close attention to the one who took magma. If the information is true, there probably isn't anything we can do. Couldn't he be that person's successor? A magic swordsman, I can't even imagine it being anyone else other than him. Calm down, Alicia. I understand how you feel. This isn't something you can just sloppily go over. Considering the possibility, there probably is no relationship between them. Why not? Because I hear the main character of the rumor is the son of Arden von Agnes. Mr. Earth. Tell us information like that beforehand. Tell us anything else that we need to know. Stop sipping your tea, damn it. Stop. Like I said before, nothing is certain. Do not act on your own. Just keep observing the situation. That's the end for today. You may all leave. The world changes so quickly. I wonder if this change will be for the better or for worse. Rune language. How does my liege know the language that only high-ranking magicians know? Is my liege really a magic swordsman?